Welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Greece as Pericles. Thank you guys for all the likes, shares, and comments. Your support is always greatly appreciated. Okay guys, so if we take a look at our current situation, we only need to make the Mars hydroponics once we finish the Mars reactor and the Mars habitation. So our spy, who is currently in the city right now, did affect Gandhi's production. So he was able to affect his industrial zone, which we're really happy about. So that should slow him down quite a bit. Now, we have parked our units outside of this city. Unfortunately, our bomber, which we have here in Messina, is not going to be able to reach this city. And that's 100 city, as you can see there. And even our tanks would have quite a challenge dealing with that city. So right now, as long as we just kind of hover, if we need to attack, we can, but it'll be more of a defensive type war in regards to fighting this city, because we would really need to upgrade our artillery. So what I'm thinking about doing is go ahead and move the artillery back to our territory. I know it's a long haul. It's 11 turns, but it'll be far more worth it to do that than to leave them here. And let's see, have him just move to right here, or let's see, 9 turns to there. So I'm just going to do that for now. And let's see, Athens, we're going to have you protect probably our industrial zone, so that doesn't get wrecked. We want him to be the most promoted to protect that. And we're going to send the tank this way. All we have to do really, if necessary, is just pillage that space station. We don't really have to take the city. We just need to be able to get a unit on there and pillage the space station. Now, up here, before we do anything, now we could go to war with Gandhi just for the fun, and we will do that. However, we will complete the bomber first, because going after his city with 125 and this encampment at 108 could actually chew through a tank on his own. So we could actually form a core with these 2 tanks, which we could do, and I wouldn't mind having one more, but we'd have to do it within the space of the 10 turns of the bomber. Now, like I said, as far as science is concerned, see, he needs 4 more things. We only need 1 more, technically, after these 2 have been constructed. So we can keep an eye on that. Yeah, I'm not even remotely concerned about was that Vimba? I believe Vimba. I'm sorry, guys. Vimba, yeah, he's just getting started. He's no threat. We're completely ahead in culture, and I'm going to have my cities start making some archaeologists. So right now, things are looking positive in our direction, and there's our damage that we've done to his industrial zone. That was huge. But if we could get to this space station, that would be better. But what that's going to entail, more specifically, is that we get these bombers to take out this encampment. That encampment is going to be deadly. Plus, he's got all of his stronger units here. So that's something we have to keep in mind. So in the meantime, I'm just going to back these guys up, maybe take out this little barbarian camp for experience. And go ahead and take him out right now. Pick up that gold. It's really kind of a frivolous point, but it'll kind of keep him from getting too excited. But if he will start moving his stronger units down here, that would be nice too. So that's what we're working on. And let's see, I got a trader here. So once I get him going, I'm going to send him directly to Athens for the production. So let's go to a next turn. So in cities that we're able, we could actually build some more commercial districts and maybe get some additional traders. But like I said, once we finish in 5 turns with this, we have 1 more piece to make and we're done. I don't know if we'll get it done in this segment, but that's all we have to really do at this point. All right. Just going to keep him here, maybe fortify. And here's that trade route that we're gonna move him to Athens for the production. And our tank will just go ahead and grab the camp for the 45 gold. We have decent gold. I mean, granted, we're only at 32 per turn, but that's fine. So our city of Pharsalus, what can we do here? Maybe just churn out some... Let's see, could we use a builder? We could get a builder, maybe do a forest, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's go ahead and just build some culture. We don't need any more units for right now that I can think of. At least we can't build any ones that are super useful. I mean, we could do the rock artillery, but the game will be over probably before we can finish that. So let's go ahead and just crank out culture, and we'll just go ahead and work this rice paddy. And here's our Archie, and we'll just have them work these two here. Now, because you can only have one archaeologist on the board at once, we can't make another one here real quick. We don't need any more science. I'm not worried about a hangar. So I think what I might do is also just pump culture. All right, so in our city here, let's see, what's the fastest he could make a unit if we needed him to make a unit? Actually, I would rather him have a builder, which will give us more capabilities, 15 turrets. So I'm just going to build a builder here and just work some tiles just to see, yeah, we could get a little more production here if we make a mine. So I'm going to do that with him. 9 more turns until we get that bomber. And we are on full production in that city. 1 more turn until we get the Watt. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the temple. All right, so let's see. And we'll just kind of move these guys, leave them in this area right in here in case we do need to go after that city. And here's our tank. Let's go ahead and form a core, because our bombers are really going to be doing most of the heavy work. These guys are really going to play defensive because he's going to have units in this area right here that we're going to have to take out that encampment if we do that. So let's go ahead and clear the jungle to complete the Watt. And he's going to need 1 more citizen before we can make an Acropolis. So let's go. We are already on food focus, so 3 turns. What can he do in 3 turns? In 3 turns. Wow, 12 for a builder? Oh, that's because we're food focused. All right, we'll just go ahead and just start an arena, and then I'll have to remember that in 3 turns, as you guys know, there's no notification for population. I think that's probably intentional, to be totally honest with you. I don't know if that's to get us to micromanage more or what, but yeah, Civ 5, they had it. Here they don't. Okay, so we got probably a unit in the way over here. So let's just go ahead and just do something like this, because there's probably units, a whole ton of units, a pikeman and a Indian AT crew. Wow, I wonder if he's going to go after Victoria. She's of no particular threat. Yeah, she's... yeah, of no threat in any area that I can see, so I don't know what he's doing. So he's got 60 techs versus our 276 science, and we have 68 techs versus his 230 or versus his 276. Wow, he's actually really pumping out that science right now, isn't he? But we are the tech leader. He can pump out all the science he wants because we're done, really. I don't think there's anything here I want to change that's really going to give us any kind of an advantage. Triple tourism, but we only have 1 thing of music. We did get the 50% tourism to trade routes, but we're not trading with any particular civ. That's significant anyway. Let's see. We have 100% tourism, great works. Yeah, that's a good one because we're going to start getting those archies out and getting those relics. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave that just the way it is. Let all these units kind of sit here and relax. Yeah, we have all these over here. No wonder. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. Oh, what am I doing? We're finished. We're just going to go ahead and go with social media. And just maybe move him here and heal. And we go. And we'll get this spy to watch the Space Center. I don't know why it's so redundant, but... or why there's so many steps to do that. And here's our trade route. Well, it'd be nice to go to Delhi, but we can't. And let's see, Montezuma doesn't offer us any food. But if we go to Vimba, we'll get 6 production. 18 gold. That'll be fine. Yeah, that gives us 55 gold per turn. All right, let's move you out of the way. Let's move you here. And if we could have one more tank, that would be great. I mean, maybe these guys could land there because we need one more tank over there. I might send that tank over there. It may not be worth it, guys. I mean, like I said, the game will be over soon. This guy, we could make him pump out just pure culture. Or we could get a builder. He could work that all of one tile. I don't think that's going to be necessary. This builder here will be able to do that and then go up there. So maybe let's just pump culture. I mean, another unit. Let's see. 15 turns. That's not necessary. We don't need another spy. All right, we're just going to pump culture. One more turn until we get the amphitheater. All right, next turn. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. It's been a lot of fun. It's been kind of long in that the videos are 22 minutes long, but if you guys are watching a longer video, you can always bookmark it and come back and watch it later. That's what I do. I sometimes have lunch or dinner and watch some of my favorite players. I've never noticed those little cracked vases before. I mean, we've got places for music, but if a musician comes along, we'll pick one up. And we got plenty of places for artists, so that's going to be fine, and writers. So next turn, we'll check on Delhi here momentarily to kind of see what progress he's making, but I'm so glad our spy was able to affect his industrial zone. 8 more turns is probably going to be the time for us to attack for fun. I don't think it's going to be overly necessary for us to really go after India, but just for the sake of fun. Yeah, he's still lagging behind, and we're making great progress. Yeah, 3 more turns, we'll have the last piece, and that'll be the end of the game pretty much. And yeah, let's go ahead and grab that artist for the culture. And speaking of culture, we could pump just culture, can't we? Yeah, we could just pump culture. That's 25 turns, not necessary. So let's just go ahead and just build an archaeological museum. It's 21 turns. What happened here? Looks like India's got some rebels. Well, that's quite annoying. That's very annoying. Well, I'm glad we didn't go to war with them right now, because this would be a pain in the butt. Well, we get our units some experience with them, I guess, but let's see. Let's get our tank some experience. Go ahead and take him out entirely. Love the tanks. Love the tanks. Speaking of tanks, yeah, let's move you here. And how long will it take you to get? Well, once he hits the water, it won't take long for him to get up here. So we can probably do it within 7. If not, then we'll see what we can do. Here's our artist. Let's move you to Pharsalus. Probably not pronouncing that right. If you guys are Greek, you're more than welcome to write how that is pronounced in there. All right, so let's go ahead and have you work this one. That's really going to pump out our culture pretty good. Let's take a look. Yeah, 146. Wow, we're really kicking the tourism right now. Could have gone maybe culture focus, but just for fun. Science, I think, is a little bit longer than culture. I mean, had we focused on culture entirely, the game may have been over by now. But 2 more turns until we finish the Mars reactor, so let's go ahead and just do our next turn. We'll only need 1 more piece, and that essentially will be the end of the game. So, but we're going to go after India. Don't sweat it. But we're going to need that extra bomber, or we're just going to get our rears handed to us. All right. That's just going to be experience, although the damage is going to be quite annoying. But it's a pretty strong unit against a tank. All right, and let's see. We'll just have these guys kind of hang out right here together. And grab this. And our artiste. I didn't realize he made a sound. I guess that was part of the update. A Martial Gill. There we go. Now it's going to really be pumping our culture. It doesn't really matter. We'll just pick Saul. Yeah, now we're really... Let's take a quick look, just a peek. 146, yeah. Okay, and we've got like 2 more left on that. So let's get you in the water. And we go... Wait a minute, what was that? Okay, I saw like an after effect of another tank right there. I hope I'm not hallucinating here. All right, let's see. And we just want you to get... Just looking for the highest... If you go to visit our buddy Gilgamesh, 7 turns, we'll take that. That's not going to be too bad. And this Joker. Should we get the bomber? Let's get the bomber to hit him. Get some experience for our bomber. I wonder if we'd be able to fly over India's territory and attack that unit, because it did mark that as a target, but I don't know. Really? Wow. Okay. Now he's dead. Okay. And we'll bring you into this city and heal. So it'll be faster. The highest recovery rate we can get. Next turn. Unit needs orders. This is our other tank. Yeah, this is the guy we're going to need to go for this space station. As you can see, he's completed it. So let's take a look at science real quick and see. Well, he's completed it, so he's going to have to start building... Well, he's got to get nanotechnology, and then he's going to have to build the other units. I think we're fine. We'll do it for fun, like I said, once we get this bomber in 6 more turns. But in 1 more turn, we'll be able to finish it. So let's go ahead and get these guys moved. So moving these guys all the way back is probably not even going to be necessary. But, yeah, I mean, that's going to be, what, 10 turns? But, we'll do it. The guys over here will be fine. All they got to do is get to that space station, pillage it, and get the heck out. No worries. These units here are going to be of no threat. Our bombers would be able to take these guys out just as sport, if nothing else. Yep, so 1 more turn here, and then we'll work on our last piece. There's our reactor. And we'll grab that great person in a second. Let's just go ahead and get our last piece, and let's see. So in 12 turns, guys, the game will be over. And what we'll do now is we'll just go full-on production because we don't need it to grow. Well, we also don't want rebels, so let's... Yeah, we'll just take it off. We're fine. So in 12 turns, guys, the game will be over. Unfortunately, as you're looking at your watches and clocks or any other timekeeping device, we're going to pass on this guy. Wait. Yeah, we're going to pass on this guy. And, hey, we finally got our merchant. And we'll recruit him. Yes, campus districts provide 10 tourism. Let's do that. Absolutely, why not? The game's over in 12 turns anyway. And in 5 more turns, we'll build the bomber. Trust me, guys. Okay, for the sake of fun, we'll go ahead and attack on the next turn just for fun. But we're definitely not going to go after his space program, because if we did, we would just lose all of our units terribly in a very nasty situation. So in the meantime, what can you do here? This city, what can you do? Should we build the Eiffel Tower? Let's just build a market. Okay. We'll go ahead and let all these units make their moves, and then we will... Poor Spain. Man, Spain just... Hey, we finally got to see Madrid because we launched the satellite. And we'll just go ahead and grab this one that's right here. It's no big deal. All right. And our good buddy, the tank, he's going to be up there soon. That'll be good. And let's go ahead and get our art going. So we're going to be rocking out with our culture here. And let's go ahead and use our merchant for the additional 10 tourism. So let's just take a peek. Of course, that's got to cycle first, probably. Look at that, 150. Rocking it. All right. And we're also pumping. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Misclick. And there is our bomber just waiting for action. We could pick up that, just to see if we can get that worker just for fun. Why not? All right, and let's see. I didn't want to select you. All right, the bomber. We're going to use you in a few minutes, so we'll skip you. Next turn. And then we'll just declare war on Gandhi just for fun. But it will be a very cautious war, mind you, because we don't want to get wiped out, make ourselves look silly, make myself look silly. I don't like to include you guys when I make silly mistakes. I like you to be part of all the victories and the great genius movements. All right, there we go. So that's really going to be kicking our culture. Let's take a look. 153. All right. The Jet says he's ready to attack, but let's make sure that we're... There we go. We'll grab that builder. Yep, he's ready to go. And we're going to move him back. Actually, we need to move him right to here so we can have protection. And this guy is... Well, he's going to need to get past India before we declare war, so we'll spare him that indignity of getting killed en route. That would be kind of bad. And guys, once we get this next turn completed, we're going to end this series, or end this segment, I should say. Everybody's mad all of a sudden because they know we're probably about to win. So I'm going to just end it over here on our main city so I can bring it back. Yes, in 11 turns, the game will be over. So, all right, guys, on that note, I will let it complete the spin. There we go. And we'll move our tank up here and get him out of the way of India. And let's see what other units need to do what. Okay, let's go ahead and have him build that. The mine. And perfect. He landed right where he wanted him to. Okay, guys, right here. I'm going to end it right here on this turn. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your guys' support. Thanks for being part of the channel. And I will see you in the next game.